Welcome, everybody, to the Crypt Files, your once-weekly follow-up podcast to the In at the End actual play D&D podcast. Last week...
We didn't have any combat again.
No, I knew that was going to be this one. Like, there was so much to just unpack with this one, like post-grab.
But the thing is, I don't notice until the end.
We
also didn't have any crits. Fail or success.
I had a fail, but I'm a halfling. So.
I did actually roll a 1.
You had a 1, but
do you want to draw something?
didn't want to go grab anything from the bag.
There's only a handful of things left in the bag right now, so...
Oh, apparently Spider-Man 3 was from Craig.
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way.
I figured.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, he messaged me on Instagram. He says, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I'll save the prizes for you guys, because I think all that's left in there is stuff I put in, so...
Yeah.
Although maybe some of Craig's stuff is still in there. I don't know.
I think
I'm
there
going
might
to make
be
a note to go grab some
condom in
stuff to
there.
put in for the bag. I got some stuff I want to throw in.
Yeah.
I have to bring it here.
Yeah, anybody that wants to contribute, go for it, because it's fun that way. Because then we all don't know what's in there.
I do have fun just shopping for shit.
Yeah. And even if it's just stuff around the home that you think...
Yeah, like the book Assassins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then Dash left at the bar.
Assassins.
Nope, didn't leave.
That's a community library.
I wrapped it up and I gave it to the White Elephant Gift Exchange.
Oh, nice.
And some guy won it, and then he left it at the
Oh, that's amazing.
He literally unwrapped it and went, cool. And I go, it's Christian fiction. And then he promptly left it there.
Oh, that's great.
I was
just
at the
fiction.
Goose. I was at the Goose and I saw it there and I texted Dash about it. I was like, was that your book there? And he goes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we beat Grav, and so we unclothed him, took his items. We talked to Sornin.
Sornin was cool.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a nice little...
I didn't expect to see that guy again, but there he is.
Yeah, I went and re-listened to that podcast or that episode, and I'm like, because I remember it's like he's somewhere around here. How do I want to play this? And I'm like, he's gonna come in at the end to hand wave all the messiness of fighting.
Yeah, that was not. And he was so mad last time too. Like when we were trying to get him to go ask questions and all that. Like that was.
It worked.
It did.
Apparently, yeah.
It shook his faith enough that he started questioning things.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Really happy.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked that.
That's interesting.
I like that I have cool armor now.
You got cool armor. You got Grav's armor.
And a cool sword. Why don't you care about the sword? Come on, Dash.
Well, my maul is cool.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cool stuff.
You do. You're a cool guy.
I do enjoy the way
Those are related.
that Grav was eliminated from the equation.
I
Oh,
do,
that was very good.
Well,
I like how unceremonious it all was. After
it was like we ignored it,
Yeah, we just,
and he
put
just
him in
did
the
it.
water.
at the whole debacle last time where we were, kind of juggling his fate a little bit, and this time we're like, yeah, just throw him in the water.
Well, and honestly, the whole idea of let Melora sort his fate is or sort their
that's
fate.
why I really liked it. It was like that's something could happen with that, and so
I mean,
toss
we
him in
have
there, toss him in the
evidence of
ocean.
that in our group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like Simon accepts that is kind of a deciding factor. Like, so
Yeah, it's kind of nice because it's
takes the guilt off.
It's a finality, but it also kind of like we don't really know.
Yeah.
It's
And if Alex decides to do something with that later,
he totally can. He can bring it back. Yeah.
Or he could be dead.
some final fight and Grav just shows up like undead out of the something.
He's just
sounds,
a half
sounds
crab man.
hilarious. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, did we ever figure out how
He's half
long
lobster.
it takes for voices to
lobster.
appear in the afterlife for ghosts? Because we had talked about it in a Crit Files previously.
You're like if you kill somebody, can you instantly start asking him
Yeah,
questions?
like does he now hear? Could he talk to Grav and confirm that he's dead or not?
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
a pushing daisies kind of thing.
I was kind of hoping to have have his ghost and be like, all right,
Like all of a
buddy.
sudden he pops up in the population.
Yeah,
you know.
and I'm just like, all right, buddy,
I recognize that voice.
you're a
I think it
ghost
takes
now.
time.
Time to follow us home.
Yeah.
Now that you're a ghost and can't do anything, I'm your only friend.
And the sending stone dilemma was awesome.
I was really
that worked
cool.
out really well.
I was excited to have a reason to give up my sending stone because Ace does love just fucking with people on the other end of the sending stone.
That was good.
And it being that fucking guy, like
He's like a kid who learned how to prank call.
Well, and that was I thought that was brilliant of you to kind of put an ultimatum on Val.
No,
like,
you
hey,
gotta
you
know
asked this
where he
question.
I like that.
And I'll give this to you.
we gotta know.
Yeah, because that was totally Ace, but also kind of like, okay, I can relax a little bit.
It makes
like,
a thing that has to happen.
Yeah.
And I obliged.
Yeah. And it was definitely worth it. It was very good.
I hated that Alistair was watching us.
Yeah, that was icky. Like I just wanted to wash.
Yeah.
So-
after that. It was like, ugh.
Crit file style, metagame style. How long has he been on our, like, looking over our shoulders?
I think for this, it's just he wanted to check in to see what was going on with Graf.
Okay.
Well, and that was
And
a
then he
clairvoyance
found out.
spell, right? Or like with the orb. Like, would that be clairvoyance or what would that be?
No, it'd just be scrying.
Scrying.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, like, there's also, I guess scrying, it doesn't really have a max distance, right? It's
No,
like a
that's what.
plane.
Yeah, that's what you use scrying.
So,
It's.
yeah,
I think it's simply on the same plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Where the other ones are more, close by, but you can get more out of them.
Gotcha. That's why. Well, the description of it was making me think clairvoyance because it's like an orb that you can like move around and like.
The same thing with scrying is there is a sensor that's invisible except for
really?
with true seeing.
Okay.
It's like an ethereal sensor.
Oh, cool.
And so if you
So-
get that, and if you disenchant it,
So
then it goes
Alistair
away.
knows that his
Interesting.
right-hand man is gone.
Yes.
He watched us throw his body
And put on his armor and talk to his sword all night.
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't watch us talk to the sword.
How do you know?
Maybe he could have scryed. He burned all of his spell slots after the
Yeah.
grand door.
I wanna see
sent
him
it
talk to the
away. He's
sword.
like, oh, these bastards! He just constantly keeps scrying us all night.
I was very happy to have Leland. Is that his name?
Leland, yeah.
Leland back in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I feel like that's the thing that Ace can turn his like anger and rage at.
For sure.
Is at Leland. And he definitely has feelings for like his family and stuff. Like when Alistair was like, I'm gonna kill your family. He's just like, fuck you, no.
Yeah.
Like I could just imagine Ace being like, ah shit. No, I don't care about them. I don't care about them. And just having this inner struggle with himself.
I think that was good. When you were speaking to him, like I kind of knew what that response was going to be. It's just like, if you come to me, I'm gonna, like just
Yeah.
a big threat.
Yeah.
But not like an anger threat.
It's just, this
right?
is what's
it's
going
like,
to happen.
if you do this, I will kill the people you love,
Yeah.
and then I'll kill you. Like, yeah.
Well, it's easy for me and Val because the people we love aren't in Quilted anymore. We got him.
I am curious what Levi is up to. If he's getting notes about him already in Grab's book, like that's kind of curious.
Yeah.
Like Ace's dad is out there making some moves.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I assume
Oh,
that was
yeah.
like before.
Did the journal say anything about like the types of questions he was asking?
No, it was just that there was rumors that he was asking questions, and the assumption would be something like, asking questions that could be the downfall of this operation.
Gotcha.
Right.
Problem
Like
that-
he knows
and
too
that's
much.
and that's
He
probably
knows the questions to
why
ask.
he ended up in the prison of pain. Right?
Yeah, what was
Like
that?
that-
Was that
like-
dated
kind of.
pre-
Like
Yeah.
like
post his
they
escape.
wanted to shut him up and kind of keep him out of the picture, so they
Yeah, which was it?
put him down.
No,
there.
because him asking questions is a very recent thing. That's post.
See, that's the thing I'm having a hard time with is like
stuff.
what happened, like seeing what was it, Steve,
Scott.
Scott,
Scott. Right.
Steve.
Right.
like the timeline stuff. I'm for some reason is getting all jumbled up in my
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah,
They-
Scott would have
yeah.
been after. Yeah, even after we freed Levi. So he's getting this
Yes.
information.
Oh,
recently.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just like here's stuff that you guys had done, and
Yeah.
then like here's Grab's notes about it.
Okay.
Is in essence what I was going for with those notebooks, and then just also items of like if you have a question in the future about Grav, refer to the notebook and be like, is there something in the notebook to try and piece something together?
It's not I have to rely on my memory from what you told me 20 minutes ago
Exactly,
forever.
yeah.
I enjoyed trying to figure out the right question to ask for
The prophecy.
Oh, the prophecy, yeah.
I found that really entertaining because just like both as like a metagame kind of thing where we're trying to figure out like, what is the right question to ask.
How did you all?
Because we know some of the like, okay, well, we don't want to ask it that way.
It's like it's choosing the right words in the right order. Like in comedy, it's like when you boil the sentence down to exactly what it is you need to say. It's kind of like that, where like we're trying to figure out, okay, how do we get to the point and be direct?
Sure,
But also-
But we want to open it up.
But like, make sure like the punchline is at the end of it. Make sure that
we're getting to the point
Yeah.
and we're not wasting words, and it's
And don't forget the knock knock.
And then we were also
That's a key part of indie
key part-
comedic
yes.
So true. So true.
Don't forget
I
knock,
the knock
start
knock.
every joke with knock knock.
You should do that just before like a normal joke you tell.
Yeah, but
So
it's
Hey everyone, knock knock.
and it's so avant-garde.
My mom the other day.
It's so avant-garde and weird that
Yeah.
people are like, what?
So how did you all decide on the question you asked? Because I went wee wee.
I
we
don't
just
know.
picked something that was kind of like metaphorical enough, but also about Quilton, and then we decided like
the jumping off point was like we're gonna be in Teller's Call.
we're gonna
We
be in
know,
Teller's Call,
yeah.
which was like our reasoning was like we're gonna be in Teller's Call, so
We
that's
know-
our
we know
fate.
that.
Yeah,
We'll
because
just
when I left,
jump to
it was
that.
yeah.
it was like, what are we gonna find there
Yeah.
that will help us or whatever?
Right. And so the idea was like we were kind of, and my thinking behind that line too is like thinking like, well, maybe if we phrase it in that way, like what can we find there to help us or whatever, it'll kind of like signal to fate as though like we're
on board. Yeah.
Right.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna make.
So I
this
don't know. We
happen.
kind of it was all vibes, as far as finding the right line of questioning. But
Yeah.
that was the idea. Was like we're gonna go there. How can we make it about Quilton? How can we make it kind of a guide for a path forward when we were there?
Gotcha.
And based on the answer we got, I was kind of thinking like, oh, maybe we could have just asked like lots of things about like Teller's Call or whatever, like, and kind of gotten something fairly close. But
Yeah,
I feel pretty good about
No
it.
matter what we got, it was going to be open ended. Like,
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering now that we see Coconut Bill here,
Yeah.
if we're gonna, because I keep thinking about when we do go back to Quilton, because that's obviously gonna be like the final showdown, is like going back to Quilton and facing Alistair. That's like, we know where this is heading. It's like, okay, do we do it where we try and sneak in and confront him one-on-one, or do we like come into port with an army at our back?
I do love the idea of us sneaking back in through that cave system that we initially saw. The
Yeah.
the
ships.
calming.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Lover's
here.
Cave.
See, I don't know. I don't know.
Or the
if that was
molester's
the
cave.
name.
I can't keep them straight anymore.
I feel like we went through the molester's cave.
Yeah.
That's where you guys went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lover's Cave. That's the one where like a
You
girl.
Oh, the girl jumped
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the cliff.
Well, no,
and-
people would jump to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
that's right.
there wasn't enough space, and so they would plummet and die.
Yeah, yeah.
Is what somebody came up with.
I think that was mine.
So
yeah.
romantic.
Yeah, I like the weird dark shit.
Or if like maybe we have Coconut Bill and his pirate friends like kind of assault the town, and then that's like the distraction for us to like slip.
Well,
in.
it's a prison barge, though. Maybe we just get on board and he's like comes back.
I
'cause it's
found
a rescue
these-
prison barge.
I just love
Like
the full
bounty hunter
circle
style.
of us. Like our first quest was to go to that cave,
Yeah.
and when we come back,
There's
man,
something
we
poetic
come
about
back
it.
through that cave. Like that is just so cool.
and the
But
calming ends behind it. No.
Well,
that's the other thing is bringing up like the place where the calming like
Yeah, the
settles.
maelstrom.
Yeah, in the maelstrom.
That was-
like I was like, oh fuck, why do they have like directions to that?
Yeah, I was-
that's really
Yeah.
cool. That's really cool.
I was
And
like, could we go there and meet
and
Melora?
I also like
Yeah,
that
do we just go and ride that shit and be like, Melora, what's up?
the lore of the sword being around for the last calming kind of thing. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was
pretty
cool. I like that.
Speaking of Coconut Bill and prison barges
Yeah,
and
yeah.
having an army with us or not, the dress queue information that I got from the journal with all these shipments of weapons and magical equipment and stuff could potentially supply an army if we were wanting to,
Yeah.
or at least a small militia.
I love the idea of just destroying the dress cues.
Yeah.
As like something
Yeah.
that we should do.
Like Count of
'cause
Monte Cristo style.
Just fuck the dress cues. That's
Yeah.
why.
We just got to get
Yeah.
Count Mondego to fucking pay. Rip everything away from him before we fucking kill him in a grassy field.
Except for my mom, because my mom is cool.
Yes.
And I gave her flowers.
Just like Mercedes in Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, I think I was really hoping when we were talking to the Grandor, and I was so concerned about Brooch and Corgan and Dorgan. I was thinking to myself, like, it sucks because I know we're gonna have to go a different direction than them, knowing that they're going to Quilton Bay. And I was thinking, like, I wish we had a way to get a message to Coconut Bill because that's they're betrothed, like I was like, we just need the one person
FYI.
who cares about Brooch as much as we do,
That's gonna help.
He's in jail.
And so I think it's really like as soon as we saw it and he was
yeah.
like, it's a Drescue prison barge, I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there and be like, look, we got fucking mystical hero
That's
shit to
Gandalf on the horizon.
Yeah.
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 This is like, yeah, exactly. Gandalf goes to
You
get
bring
the
the
fucking
army to
Rohirrim.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, we got hero shit to do, but you go fucking save our friends so we can focus on this shit. And we'll meet you at Quilton Bay
Cool.
on dawn of the third day.
Yeah.
Look to the east.
Look to the east.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for the next kind of beats that we're gonna have because I think it's gonna, it's gonna ramp up to this excitement in Quilton.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Welcome back.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, this has been your Crypt Files. Thanks a lot for sticking around, listening to it and our show, our podcast. Figure out what we got going on. Follow the stream news, the blog news, and everything at D&D Podcast.
There's going to be like some short things, apparently.
Yeah, we're going to wear shorts now that it's getting warm. And
Summer.
Everybody's
big
wearing shorts.
update is my new my 2024 jorts
Yeah.
Nice.
have come in today. I just cut them off today.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
That's how
Perfect.
I know the changing of the seasons.
Right.
By Alex's jorts.
Yeah.
Short.
This is
Are they pants or are
basically
they short?
the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
Spring has started.
He's like fucking
No more frosts.
It's like
Yeah.
what's the damn
Alex guarantee, no more frost.
Yeah.
We're not dipping below 32 anymore. You can go put your tomatoes out.
what's the damn groundhog's name? That's
Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pensatani. It's
Alex?
That's Alex. Yeah,
Punxsutawney jorts.
yeah. The Punxsutawney pants.
I like Jorts.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's it.
So yeah, that was us interrupting your outro.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. We'll be around. Check out dndpodcast.org for all of the stuff. We do a stream first Thursday of every month, except for April. But we'll be back May, God willing, Melora willing, rather, and stuff. Anyway, grab your sword.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.